I am Anne of Cleves, born on the 22nd of September, 1515, in the Duchy of Cleves, a modest yet proud land nestled within the Holy Roman Empire. My early life was filled with lessons in duty and decorum, though unlike many young noblewomen, I was not schooled in the arts or languages that were prized in courtly circles. I knew little of music or poetry, but I was well versed in the virtues expected of a wife: obedience, piety, and loyalty. When I turned 24, my life took an extraordinary turn. News reached my family that Henry VIII, King of England, sought a new queen. This was no simple marriage, it was a political alliance to strengthen ties between England and the Protestant German states. A portrait of me, painted by the talented Hans Holbein, was sent to Henry. By this time, I was known for my modesty and virtue rather than beauty. Still, the king found my painted likeness agreeable enough to propose marriage. In January 1540, I arrived in England, prepared to fulfill my destiny as Queen of England. But when Henry and I met in person for the first time, he was disappointed. "I like her not," he said. His words pierced me deeply, yet I maintained my composure, for I knew my worth lay in my character, not in fleeting appearances. Nevertheless, the marriage went ahead, for duty and diplomacy demanded it. As queen, I quickly learned that life at the English court was treacherous. Henry, though charming and intelligent, was also volatile and unpredictable. Within 6 months, our marriage was annulled. The king claimed our union had not been consummated and that I had agreed to the annulment willingly. In truth, I had little choice. I valued my life more than my title. To my surprise, Henry treated me kindly after our separation. He bestowed upon me the title of the king's sister and granted me properties and a generous allowance. I was free to live as I pleased, away from the dangers of court intrigue. Unlike Henry's other wives, I escaped with my head intact, a fate I did not take for granted. I spent the remainder of my life in England, embracing the quiet dignity of my station. Though I never married again, I maintained cordial relations with the king and his children, particularly the future Queen Mary and Princess Elizabeth. They often visited me at my estates, and I took pride in their affection. In hindsight, I see that my brief marriage to Henry shaped my legacy. While others remember the tragedy of his wives who were beheaded or cast aside, I am remembered as the queen who survived, not through ambition or cunning but through humility and resilience. My life may not have been one of great passion or triumph, but it was one of endurance. And so, I, Anne of Cleves, reflect upon my journey with gratitude. I lived through a time of great turmoil, yet I emerged unscathed. My story, though quieter than others, stands as a testament to the power of grace and fortitude in the face of adversity.